What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to show you how to make an alien ground sort of texture in Blender really quick and really easy. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that cube. We're going to Shift A. We're going to bring in a plane. We're going to size that up a little bit. Then what we're going to do is go into edit mode over here, subdivide that 100 times. After you've gone ahead and done that, you can go back into object mode. And what we're going to do is come off to the side into the modifier tab right here, which is this little wrench on the side. We're going to grab a displacement modifier. We're going to click new. Oops. No. Don't do that. You're going to, after you've gone ahead and subdivided, we're actually going to Control A. And we're going to apply scale. That's very important. Don't forget to apply the scale. Now we're going to bring in our displacement modifier. Click new. And these little like switches over here, you're going to click that. We're going to bring in a distorted noise, and then we're going to bring the size to about 3 till it looks like nice and bumpy like that. Then we're going to go down here into the color section, and what we're going to do is mess with the contrast until you get a sort of kind of like cloth-like looking texture going on. So I kind of like that right there. That looks pretty good to me. Once you've gone ahead and done that, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the modifiers tab. We're actually going to bring in a Subsurface Modifier. Okay, so when we have our subdivision modifier, all we're going to do is we want that to be above our displacement modifier. We're going to give it a viewport of 2. And then we're just going to go ahead and shade that smooth. Okay, so once you've gone ahead and shade that smooth, what we're going to do is now go into shading. And when we're in shading, we're going to click new. And we're going to go ahead and give it a pretty dark color. You can make it, you could give it like a brownish tone or something like that. But I think I'm going to give it something kind of like dark and cool like that. Looks pretty good to me. Then we're gonna go ahead, zoom out a little bit over here. We're gonna Shift A. We're gonna bring in a color ramp. Put that color ramp off to the side. And we're also gonna bring in a bump node. And plug that right there. So once you've gone ahead and got your color ramp and your bump node, we're gonna plug our bump normal into the normal over here on this side, which is right down there. Alright, so once you plugged in those normals, we're going to plug the color into the height of our bump. We're going to bring in a noise texture. Put that off to the side right here. We're also going to, you have to have the node wrangler enabled to do this, but you can do that through edit preferences. Okay, so on our noise texture, we're going to do Control C. And all we're going to do is go over here and change this to object vector. And then we're going to bring our effect into our color. Just like that. Okay, so on the noise texture, we're going to bring the detail up by a decent amount. Maybe even higher than that, maybe like 16. So that we've got like this weird yet like planet surface going on over here. We're gonna bring our distortion up. And you know, this is all like depending on how you want it to look. So I'm just gonna zoom in just to see what I'm working with. That's like too little for me. I actually like when it looks a bit larger. Kind of like that. That looks pretty cool to me. So once you've gone ahead and brought both your detail up and you've messed with your distortion, we're gonna go ahead and bring the scale down a little bit so that you have like this wild looking thing going on. And like I said, it's all up to you. Depends on how you want to be. Maybe somebody's like, oh, this is perfect. I think I'm just going to mess with the scale just a little bit more. I think that looks pretty cool, honestly. Like, that looks like a really cool, like, planet. Ground. I don't know what else to call it. Environment. So once you've gone ahead, you mess with the scale, we've messed with the detail, we've done the distortion. The next thing to do is we're going to bring in another color ramp. And we are actually going to plug it into our roughness. We're going to duplicate our noise texture. And we're going to add the mapping to it. Move those up a little bit. And like I said, object to vector. And we're going to do our fact to our fact. And that just gives it so much more detail. It looks so cool, but we're not quite done with it yet. What we're gonna do is bring the detail in our noise down over here now. We're gonna bring it down to, I don't know, quite a bit. See that? Right there. So I'm actually gonna leave it probably like that. Yep, looking around like detail, that's pretty good. I would say about like 3 is a pretty good spot to be. And now you can mess with your color ramp. And just look at that. That looks so cool. This is like really good. If you want to add like water to this, or you know, this is an alien planet, maybe you have like some fog and everything, some lights will reflect real nice off of this. And like I said, you just go back and forth messing with your color ramp basically. But that's pretty much it, guys. This is how you make a real easy alien ground texture in Blender super fast, and it was like basically no work at all. You just go back and forth with that, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and you know, show your friends, get them into Blender. The more people we have working in Blender, it's just so much better for everybody. Blender has a huge community, and it's really awesome to be a part of, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.